this war in my blood? Why this war with all that I love? Oh, my wandering way.
Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a collaboration of two parts. First of all, it is my day to be on Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I am going to be using two of them. Love You Latte and Peach Fizz. These are part of the February collection, and they match well, really well with the Farmstead Harvest collection, because my photos are going to be the last of my November photos, and this was the turkey that Josh smoked for the first time, the plate, and then my favorite, the Yellowstone, came out that year on Thanksgiving. So I had to do all of this together. So this is also in part with getting into shape, where it is going to be squares. So I picked up all of these little bits of squares, and I am going to cut them out. I am going to use palm reader, pumpkin pie, and rose gold rose, because it matches my background pieces that I'm going to do here. These three colors work here. So let's see what I can do. Okay. So we are going to come in with the three colors that I was telling you guys about in the beginning. They are all vibes. So the green that I'm working with right now is Palm Reader. And then I do come in with the reds and the yellows. This reddish color is Rose Gold Rose, or Rose Gold Red. And then the orange that I'm spraying on top of this one is a Pumpkin Pie. Then I come in with the pumpkin pie here, and then I spray the red on this one, just to give it a little bit of a different color tone. I come back in with the yellow. So off camera, I went and embossed it with two different types of embossing. One was, I think, from Sizzix, and then the other one is from Tim Holtz. And then I used my dies from Stampin' Up! To cut these squares out. Now that we are using, getting into shape, and the shape tone is, or the shape this week is squares, I figured I am going to square the background to this. The one thing I do like about Vicki Boutin's mixed media paper that she makes up, it makes it easier for things like this. I don't have to do a mixed media background. All I have to do is just my shape. So that's what I like about those. So if you ever want to have like mixed media background without doing it, her mixed media background papers are fantastic for it. Now, I am just showing you kind of how I'm placing these, and you see how embossed they look. They're gorgeous, and I only end up using 2 photos versus 3. Just a full disclaimer, I am still getting over my sinus infection. I went from having the flu to a sinus infection. Now it's just kind of down to like my allergies being crazy. I mean, I can talk and everything, but it's super like, it's a lot. So I'm sorry. I do get out my trusty black paint pen. I wanted some really good black just in the background. So what I did was, to get these little circles versus the bigger circles, I took the lid to the Shimmers Vibes sprays and using that to get my black rings. I just wanted something a little extra on my background. I am going to be using this photo and then the turkey photo of my husband smoking the turkey for the first time. Not this past year, but 2 years ago, we started to smoke a turkey for Thanksgiving versus baking it, and it turned out fantastic. He does a really good job. At first, I was going to use all 3, and then no matter how I looked at it, it was covering up my photos, and I was not going to, or covering up all of that black and all of that background goodness. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to do that. So I just go with the turkey. And then the other photo is Yellowstone started the weekend of Thanksgiving. And I don't care what anyone says. It's my favorite. It still is my favorite. I could rewatch it over and over again. And I just love it. So I took a picture. This is my fireplace. I had my fireplace going. All of that fun stuff. So I am now going to embellish. I do have out my two sequence mixes from Spiegelmom Scraps, and it's Love You Latte and Peach Fizz, and it matches this collection, this whole collection perfectly. So if you're not sure how to use these color tones, the fall colors for what came out this past year from like American Crafts or any other collection, they work wonderful. So if you don't have, like for me, I could definitely use Love You Latte with my coffee photos because the color tones are like coffee. But I do have to say that it matches well with this. The Peach Fizz matches pretty much anything that's peach related. I'm just placing down all these little bits and bobs just to kind of here and there. And I just really like how it turns out. So while you're watching me embellish, make sure you go check out Spiegelmom Scraps. The fall or the February collection is together. Use Miranda 15 to get 15% off. All of that fun stuff is all there for you. All of that jazz. It's going to be all in the description down below. And I love to just sprinkle on the thing and then glue it down. And that's what I'm doing here. I do leave a gap between the top sprinkles and the bottom sprinkles. You'll see that definitely in the still shots. But you can tell where I place them down. And I do put more down. I like to cover the top and the bottom when I sprinkle sequence mix. It's like sprinkling sprinkles. I love it. So this is kind of where I just sprinkle whatever I have. And then I go back in with the Love of Latte. And then that is pretty much like all that I have left to do. Make sure that you do all of the YouTube stuff, like and subscribe. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. I do upload normally between 2 to 3 times a week. Collaborations, design teams, all of the good stuff is here on the channel. If you are coming from Spiegelmom Scraps, welcome. I would love to have you. And if you're on the Spiegelmom's channel and you came from mine, welcome. We are so glad to have you on that channel as well. Again, everything will be linked down below, along with what I've used and all of the playlists, especially for getting into shape. That is also being linked down below. Go click on theirs and find that title. We do upload every Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you do all of the YouTube-y stuff. The still shots are coming up. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
I don't know why I go when I go. I still don't know why this war in my blood. Why this war with all that I love. Oh, my wandering ways and these faithless days. I find it hard to explain my wandering ways. Always turning away from your loving embrace. I find it hard to explain my wandering ways, my wandering